Hello fam, how y'all doing? This is your This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, the channel where I rant and I review, man. My childhood as a collector, man, was crazy and it was just amazing. You know what? I amassed a hellified collection. It was just something to behold. My toys looked better than my friends, man. You know, I kept them in good condition. You know, even though me and my brother, we threw aluminum foil balls at them, knocking them off of shelves and stuff like that. But you know what? My toys back then, they were built to last. He-Man, Masters of the Universe, you had to do some work to damage those toys. Those toys were built to last. G.I. Joe, well, those O-rings, they were easy to break, man. You know, they were easy to break apart in the middle and everything else, man. You just sitting there like, damn it. Transformers, too. Once they got the Transformers, certain parts would break on them, man. But I remember getting my first Transformer, and I was like, damn, why is this one $10 and everybody else cheaper? My mama told me that. She said, why is this $10? I said, but mama, they transform, they go, they making all these noises on the cartoon. And you know, cartoons were nothing but selling platforms for the toys. And you know what? We were okay with that as kids because we didn't know no better. And you know what? Even if I did know better, it'd be different. The reason why I told a lot of people that kids do not buy toys, they never did. The parents buy the toys. Parents are the ones with the money. And look at it this way. I want you to really look at it. There are different parameters in play now. You know, commercials, as far as toy commercials, you don't really get toy commercials anymore. Certain commercials that you see, if you see Paw Patrol and all of that, that's marketed towards kids. But if you got a toy line and you don't ever see a commercial for it, that's for adults. It just lets you know what it is off the bat. You know, you see Paw Patrol, you see the smaller Justice League commercials, and you know, you don't see no McFarlane commercials. You don't see Marvel Legends. You don't see G.I. Joe commercials. You don't see Masters of the Universe commercials. Super 7, none of that. You don't even see Transformer commercials. You don't see none of those because they're not really marketed towards kids anymore. With price points that are high as they are, these are not marketed towards kids. You got understanding the marketing procedure. Anything that they want a kid to actually invest in or to buy, like candy bars and things like that, cereal, they make commercials and they use their mascots and everything like that to actually bring or rope kids in. Look at video games. Back in the day, back in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, the way how they got kids into all of this stuff was doing what? Putting commercials out there, showing the kids what it was that they could get in things. And with all of that said, kids were finding a way to think about some of this stuff, to do some of this stuff, to feel some kind of way about this stuff. So they got out there and they told their mom and dad what they wanted, how much the stuff cost, and guess what? Mom and dad either bid or they didn't buy. But that wasn't the thing. A lot of these kids understood, you know, there's a bigger situation at play right now. And the bigger situation is, hey, they're marketing towards me. They're selling towards me. Let me chime in. Let me get Mario. Let me get Sonic. You know, back when they were having a war of the consoles with Sega, Sony, and Nintendo. But back in the day, it was just Nintendo and what? Sega. The reason why I really love Sega more than I loved any other system, Sega had so many paraphernalias. It had so many different systems. And, you know, hell, we were still in the 16-bit age. It had a CD. It had the Sega CD. It had the power-based converter, the 32X. Hell, all of that alone just made you sit there and think. You like, man, look at all these different systems. They had the JVCXI. And you just sitting here, you know, you had the Sega CD that you could carry around as a portable CD player. So you just sitting here thinking, Sega had so much stuff, man, and it just had you on the run. You was like, man, look at all this stuff. Then they kept coming out with systems, the Sega Saturn, the Dreamcast. You know, they had the Sega Master Systems in the beginning, Sega Genesis. Oh, man. And it just made you think. And it just kept making you think. Until Sega end up being out of the market. But this is what I'm getting at. When you see these commercials and all of that, they're marketing towards kids, not adults. When they have commercials showing the games back in the day, now you're playing with Power, Nintendo Power, they're marketing to kids. You can tell. Now that the games are not on TV and they're not marketing Banjo Kazooie and, Crash Bandicoot or Mario, you know who they're marketing to now. Teens and adults. Because they're not showing commercials anymore. And that's how I look at it. When you showing commercials of candy bars, cereal, and all of that stuff, you marketing to kids. Because adults don't need to see commercials in order to buy stuff. We could look online, we can look at the website. Kids could do all that too, but adults do that majority of the time. Man, again, this is how you can tell the hobby has changed. I'm not saying that kids do not play with toys. Kids do play with toys, but not all kids. It's a certain cutoff for a lot of kids nowadays. You're not looked at as being cool to still be playing with toys. And this is why a lot of the kids no longer want to play with them no more. This is why they do what they do. This is why they see the situations how they see them. Like, man, this is not cool. I don't want to do that. Nobody doing it. I'm the only one playing with toys, man. People looking at me. All my friends got girlfriends, man. They like 9 and 10, and I'm sitting here, I'm playing with toys and stuff. Now y'all like 9 and 10 with girlfriends. Yeah. And you sitting here like, I'm talking about a girlfriend. I ain't talking about all that stuff, But you just sitting there thinking to yourself, man, and this is why I say peer pressure is a mother. And this is what you got to think. This is what kids go through. For our generation, it wasn't that much of peer pressure. We enjoyed the outdoors. We let it embrace us. We embraced it. We became one with it. This is why a lot of us, really don't like planting our feet down places. We can move around and not care because we've been around. We've been moving around. We were part of that free society generation, whereas, you didn't have to hover over your kids. Now they need open floor plans for they can see their kids in the house. Before, my parents told me, you go up in your room and play with them damn toys. When I come in there, I better not find a toy on the damn floor. You play in there, you put that stuff up, let you bring a toy down in their damn living room. Let you sit on their damn couch in the living room. I'm serious. The couch had plastic on it. You had plastic runners all over the floor. You remember that horrible ass carpet that used to be on the floor? The TV had pliers on it and shit, vice grips, whereas that's the way how you turn the channel because the knob broke off. People don't understand. Hell, you was the damn remote. You could be way upstairs in the house. Your mama call you from upstairs to change the damn channel. Let you say something under your breath. You be laid out on that damn floor. Everybody know what I'm talking about. You remember that damn TV that the color sometimes you used to have to hit the back of the TV to get it to work right because the antenna didn't pick up the signal, or if the antenna broke, you take a coat hanger and you fashion it in around the way and you stick it into the antenna port, and that's your antenna right there. Yeah, we had a way around every damn thing. Then, a lot of people don't understand. We didn't have coaxiable cables back then, whereas you could connect the game, screw it on to the back. We didn't have none of that. It was like two metal screws in the back, and it was like this channel converter thing. You put it onto the metal hooks, and you could either play the game on channel 3 or channel 4. The ColecoVision or the Atari, man. You know what? Those were the days where it was what it was. Man, you know what? We didn't need all of that. For us, it was just fun. You didn't need all the graphics. Now, kids cannot live without graphics and, stuff being good, and it holds their whole entertainment. Whereas if you in a car with a kid driving, half of the time they don't pay no attention to you. They too busy all engrossed in their game. They don't see shit else. And that's the thing. When I was a little kid, man, we get in a damn car. Back in the day, you know how hard it was to have a damn car. I know everybody was like, yeah, but back in the 70s and all of that stuff, man, everybody had a car in the 70s. No, they didn't. Just like everybody didn't have a damn house phone. Not everybody had a car. And for you to get a ride in a damn car when you was young, boy, I'm telling you, it was like the whole world was a new, different situation. You know, the radio playing, and they didn't even have seat belts in a damn car. You know what? You talking about safety shit. You know what? The little infant used to sit on your mama's lap in a front damn seat. Car seats used to face forward, not backwards. They said, oh, it's safer for the kids. No, it's not. It's an easier way for the damn car seat people to make more money. In a minute, they'll tell you that the kid should be sideways because sideways, he won't fall over. Now you got to sit in the back with your kid. One parent got to sit in. Man, you know what? That's messed up. I loved it when the car seat was facing front. That way you could see if something going on with the kid. You don't have to be back there. But they said if the kid is facing backwards, if a car hit him, you know, if a car hit the car, the kid won't be hurt. But if the car hit the car from behind, the kid will be hurt. But if it hit it from behind and the kid in the car seat, he's going to fly frontwards. I'd rather him fly frontwards than get hit from the back. Fam, it's a lot of give and take with a lot of this, man. You know, a lot of the stuff that we used to do when we were little, we used to have a thing called books, you know, that they used to give out at school. We all had books. But then we used to have to go home and get a paper bag and put on a book and use it as a book cover. You remember that? We used to draw on the book covers and everything, man. That was the cool part, man. Then we used to use plastic bags as book bags and shit. Carry your stuff in it. Man, look, nobody cared. It was what it was. You were saving the damn environment. People talking about when y'all was little, y'all didn't do anything to save the environment. We did every damn thing. We reused diapers. We reused Pampers. I mean, all this shit, man. All this stuff that they doing now. I have to sit back and say, man, talking about, see, y'all didn't save the environment. We didn't have no plastic bottled water. We drank tap water, man. Nah, you can't do any damn thing. Talking about we going green. You ain't going green. Look at all the damn masks in the ocean right now. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Look, when I look back at my childhood, all I can say, man, was it was fun, man. It was just what it was. It was what it was needed to be. My childhood wasn't better than yours. It wasn't better than the next person. It was my childhood. That's why I think it's much better than a lot of other people's, because it was mine. You know, everything wasn't good and everything wasn't bad. Shit, it wasn't all a crap show. Some of it was actually good. Some of it was actually bad. It was a lot that was bad, but you know what? You overlook the bad sometimes when there's enough of good going on. You know, I tell people it's a season of winning and a season of losing. People are like, hey, I never had a season of winning. All I have is seasons of winning. I mean, seasons of losing. I said, hell, win, I'm going to win. I said, shit, you woke up this morning. That's a win. I said, you don't see your wins when they're happening. Why is that considered a win? Because I said, hell, if you don't get up, trust me, shit, it ain't, you know, you don't know what's out there left for you. You know, I'm serious. It's real. You got to look at all this stuff, man. You know, I look at it just like this. The reason why I talk like this, man, because it's real. All of y'all think of it just like I do. Like, man, I wonder, you know, what's this and what's that? Man, you know, you just keep looking and you have fun and you enjoy your life. Life is for living, man. Don't sit back and just collect too much of shit. Make sure you move around and do some stuff and enjoy your life. You know, because you don't ever want to regret, you know, not living. But to later, fam, as always, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the love and the support. Thank you for all the positive energy. And remember, this is not just a channel, it's a community of collectors talking about things dealing with collecting. Peace out, fam.